Welcome back to the Damn Parenting Podcast. I'm your host Eva, and I'm really glad you're here. On Wednesday, I re-released our episode with Dr. Koen Deurloo from 2 years ago, the gynaecologist at Diakonessenhuis Utrecht, who pioneered the mother-assisted cesarean right here in the Netherlands. And the response, well, it wasn't something I didn't fully anticipate. You saved it, you shared it, and you've sent it to friends who are pregnant and wondering about their own options. The messages I received told me that this conversation just needed to continue. And so today it is, because what I really wanted from the very beginning of Cesarean Awareness Month was to actually bring you the other side of the operating table, not the procedure, not the research. I wanted the feeling, the woman in the room, her hands, her baby, her choice. And I want to be honest with you about it, because finding someone to share the story in a way that could do it justice to what they actually experienced, well, it's taken quite a lot longer than I anticipated, because the feelings around a MAC birth are big. And when you're trying to express something that profound and in a second language, sometimes the words don't carry the weight that the moment deserves. The first person I spoke to a few weeks ago, super warm, open, clearly moved by the experience, but she just didn't feel confident in her English, and she just really didn't feel like she'd be able to deliver it. And I completely understood. But then Dr. Deurloo introduced me to Geri. Geri is Dutch, and she had her youngest child with Dr. Deurloo as her gynecologist. And today she's here to tell us what it was actually like, from the moment she first heard about the MAC to walking into the hospital to the seconds where she lifted her baby into the world with her own hands. Okay, I've been a bit under the weather this week, so I'm going to be honest, this episode nearly didn't happen on the timeline, but I'm glad we've made it, because this story deserved to be told. Geri, thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Hi.
So can you actually introduce yourself to our listeners? Just tell us a little bit about who you are, where you live, and your family.
Yes, I'm Geri. I'm 36 years old. I'm living in Ermelo. It's in the middle of the Netherlands. And I'm married with Ilke, my husband, and I'm having 3 children from 7, almost 5, and 18 months. Sitting in my hair salon because it's next to my house.
And where does this baby story fit in with your whole family?
I have all the 3 children with a cesarean. The first one has an emergency cesarean. The second one has a planned cesarean. And the third one has a MAC, a mother-assisted cesarean.
When did you actually first hear about the mother-assisted cesarean? And what was your first reaction when you heard about it?
Oh, it made my life much more open, because I thought when you had 2 cesareans, you only have third one in this. It has to be a cesarean because you already have 2. When I heard about it, it made my world more open, because I didn't know about it, and I thought, okay, it don't have to be medical. The second one was really medical because it was a planned one. And after my emergency cesarean, it was too medical for me. So when I heard about it, I thought, okay, that's also opportunity. And we didn't have the wish for a third child already, but I knew if we want to have a third child, it will be a MAC.
What about the people around you, your partner, your friends, your family? Did they understand your choice, or how did those conversations go? You're laughing right now. So
Yeah, because my husband, he was already, if you want it, then it's going to be. I knew, okay, if she has something in her mind, that's going to be happen. But there are a lot of people who didn't heard about it and don't had the feeling about it for what I was having. They were saying, huh? You're going with your hands and to the incision, and then you put a child out? But I was never getting there with my thoughts. I only was thinking about the moment that I was picking up my child myself. And it was not a medical thing. So I was not thinking about that. So it was really funny that some people are very shocked with when they heard it.
And about that pregnancy, how did the pregnancy actually go?
When I heard about a MAC, we don't had the wish for a child already. So we had much more time over it. And when we already thought, okay, we wanted a third child, then we knew we want to do with a MAC.
What was the pregnancy like?
The pregnancy was very good. With all 3, it was pretty good. The third one is a little bit more harder. you're not a young person anymore. So it's going to be a much more harder, and you have to around you. But overall, it was a good pregnancy.
And can you tell us, when did you actually first meet Dr. Deurloo, and what was the appointment like?
I think it was with 26 weeks, because I first tried at the hospital here in the city next to us, but there wasn't a MEC already. So I thought, okay, I want to go with Dr. Deurloo because he is the MEC doctor. And then I chat him on Instagram, and he said it is possible to come to Utrecht.
Wow, so it was an Instagram DM.
Yes. So I
Wow.
phoned it, but it's already there. I think 8 more hospitals right now who does the MEC already. So that's a good thing.
And how was your first appointment then, sitting there in front of Dr. Deurloo?
It was almost I was sawing my idol. Because I felt from the first moment I heard about a MEC, I felt, yes, this is what I really want. And then you see the doctor who is going to be there. And yeah, I knew it was a very good decision. And yeah, I was very pleased to meet him.
And did you have any support, like a doula or anything as well on your pregnancy?
No.
Okay. So how did you actually prepare yourself mentally and physically for the day itself?
To see a lot of pictures, photos. And yeah, I knew already what it is to have a planned cesarean. So that was already the preparation. So I knew about it, and I have the experience from another planned cesarean.
Did you actually write a birth plan? Since you're planning to have a cesarean, is there a birth plan that you're still writing up for this?
It's better to have a plan B because you can only have a MEC when you have a planned cesarean. When it's coming earlier, then you have to have a plan B, because then it is not quite simple to do a MEC, because there is a whole team who is going to be there. So I didn't have it because I really I really wanted to have the MEC. Was it perfect? No, that was not perfect. But I trusted too much on the plan A.
We all have to take those chances.
Yeah.
So take us to the morning of the birth then. What do you actually remember about waking up, I was going to say, but maybe you didn't even sleep at all. I don't know. How were you feeling that day?
I think I slept 3 hours. Oh, I couldn't wait. And we have to go to Utrecht. So we had to drive 45 minutes. So it was okay. And my friend is a photographer, and she was already there because she was very nervous too. And when we get there, yeah, you have to change, and you have to get the
IV.
Yeah, is that infused?
Yeah.
Okay. It was already in a good day, because sometimes when my second cesarean, we had a lot of emergency cesareans through the day, so we had to wait a little bit longer. But that day she was born at 8:30 a.m. So it was perfect. We went there at 7 a.m. and 8:30 she was born. So it was perfectly. Yeah.
Sorry, my jaw just dropped there to the table. Wow, that's rapid.
Yeah.
Can you actually walk us through the operating room in itself? Like, what does it feel like to be in that space? What do you remember about the team around you? How did it feel?
Yeah, I only had a big smile from the day I woke up. I wish, yes, this is going to be the day. It was a very nice team. All the people has the warm emotional feeling with you. It's already also with a planned cesarean, but it makes it a little bit more special when you have the MEC, because not everybody is doing it. So everybody knows, okay, this is something special. Everything is going very smooth. You are part of a team. And that's what it makes very special, because it's not a medical thing that the doctors are there and you are here and they're telling something with the team. No, they're standing around you and they're talking with you, what is going to be. You're totally relaxed. That is what my experience is. And from the first incision, you don't feel anything, of course. But I knew, yes, this is going to be. And from the moment that they make the incision, first to the skin and then to the womb. And at the moment that the head is going to be at the incision, Then Koen will take my hands, and then he will get my hands through the incision. And then you feel at the end of your belly, you feel really the head of the baby coming out of the womb. Oh, that is so special. It's so fantastic to feel the warm head out of your belly. And then he's going to get a little bit of help with the shoulders. And then when you have I'm already doing this because I wanted to see how it works, but
just so for the listeners, she's literally leaning back, trying to show me her hands to her belly.
Exactly. And when both of the shoulders are out of the belly, you have the hands under the shoulders. And then the doctor, Koen Deurloo, says to me, take your time. And that were very magical words, because at that time you are checking your child. When the baby, it has only the face and the shoulders and the arms out of the belly, and the rest is in the belly. And you are checking your child, and she's waking up very easily, very smooth, very calm. Oh, that is such a beautiful experience, because they have only the peace and the happiness and the calm when a baby is coming to earth. That's so special. Yeah. Oh, I love to tell about it.
So can you tell, what was the first thing you said or just even thought?
Oh, I've had a video of it, and I've seen it a lot of times, but now I don't know what my first words were. I think something like my husband was saying the name, "Hi, Flora, hi." So everybody in the room was, "Good morning, Flora, good morning." Oh, that was so good, because you finally can say her name, and finally can say something to your baby. And yeah, it was just a small talking, and just to make calm and to say, "Hi, you have hair," and it was so good.
And was there anything element of this that surprised you, like you weren't expecting to feel or experience?
No, because I really hoped and expecting there was a lot of happiness, and it was. You can't say how much happiness it is when you taking your baby out of your belly. You can't explain, but when you experience, then you thought, oh, okay, this is really nice. This is very good. Yeah, it was a lot of happiness, a lot of tears, a lot of joy, a lot of grateful. Oh, it was very good. Yeah.
And how was it for your partner in the room then as well?
Emotional. He was supporting me, and he only thought, okay, this is what she wants, and she is getting what she wants, and she is getting her final cesarean, what is really, it made complete, and that is what he felt. And yeah, he knew this is a good decision for me and for the baby. So it was very nice.
And so Dr. Koen has said himself that it takes around 4 extra minutes. What happens after that? Once you've taken your baby out, what's happening thereafter?
The normal things, because when I have had a baby out of my belly, and she is laying on my chest, and they have to do a check. And the check is most of the time when she's getting her, just a check from the child doctor.
Oh, yes, the pediatrician.
Yeah. And then they sometimes the mother says, I want to check when the child is on my chest, but they can better do the checks when they are already have 2 minutes. I don't think it's 2 minutes. I think it's maybe 1 minute. I really don't know, because I've had the first touch and the first moment, then it's okay. When she is going to do the checks, then it's okay to go there. But I think it's 2 minutes that she was there, and then she was getting to my chest already.
And then for the cleaning up afterwards, I guess, of the surgery itself, everything was just as smooth. They were just stitching everything up, preparing everything as normal, like a standard cesarean section.
Yeah, the only few things that are different from the planned cesarean are the hand gloves, and to make it all clean at my belly and chest. And normally it's only belly. And now it's also the hands and the arms and have the gloves on, but that's it.
Wow. And so after the surgery, then how long do you stay in hospital for?
1 day.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my reaction also, because I said, ooh, but at the other two, I have to stay 2 days. But Koen Deurloo says, yeah, but it's a wish from a lot of mothers to go home at 1 day. And I understand it, because now I experienced it, and I thought, yeah, it's good. It's good to go home. Also, she was born at 8:30 a.m. So the next day you have a whole day there, and you have another 2 child, so you want to go home. I was prepared, so it was okay. It was good. Yeah.
And talk to me about the recovery, the physical recovery required, and any emotional that might be tagged in with it.
It was much better than the other two, because at the first one I had a whole. I was induced, and after a whole day, it went to be an emergency cesarean, and I wanted to go with 2 days, do everything. So it was not good. With the second, I wish, okay, that's not good. So I have to stay in bed. And that was a lot more better. But it was not really good because the emotional click with my oldest daughter, it was a little bit, it was not what it has to be. Because I think for me it was too medical, the planned cesarean. So when in my head get emotional at the birth, I saw my daughter there, and I was getting emotional, and I thought, oh, okay, no, this is not going to be good. So I went my tears off, and I thought, okay, I have to be strong now. So never mind. But it all went good at the first week, because I have a lot of cuddling and saying to my daughter, "You are my daughter, you are my daughter," and it was good. But it was not a nice feeling. So with the third one, I thought, I don't want it. That's why the Mac was very special, because I immediately had that good feeling, and the tears are coming, and the tears. It was good. It was good when the tears are coming, and it was good to have the emotional click right away. So it made it all perfectly, because I knew I have to do all the medical things, the medicines. I knew, okay, I have to stay in bed. That was very good. I had a good emotional feeling with my daughter. And my baby was also very quiet. It was very calm. And the other two were very nauseous, because with the cesarean, there are most of the time the first 24 hours a little bit sick. And now with the third one, she wasn't. She was very calm, and she didn't have the sickness, and she didn't have the normal things that the babies have with the cesarean. So it was a very other experience than the other two.
I've
Yeah, for
never
me.
heard about that.
Yeah,
And physically for you, though, otherwise you took better care of yourself for this?
yeah, yeah. And also for my scarf, I knew, okay, I have to have it calm the first weeks, and then I did cupping, and that's very good. I still do cupping 18 months later, but it's very good. It made it a much more smoother, because you really have to take care about it. It will be very hard at the most of the time, and with the cupping, you make it a lot more smoother.
So overall, your experience was basically as you heard the first time about it, and you were like, well, if I'm going for a third, I'm definitely going to go this way.
Yeah,
And it's as you wished you would have gone.
yeah, yeah.
Do you think there's anything you wish someone had told you before about the Mac itself, or the recovery, or the emotional side of it? Is there something that you wish you would have known, or did you really just go, everything worked out smoothly and perfectly?
For me, it was, because I think the experience that I have had 2 more cesareans for my third one. So that made a difference. But when it's your first, you really have to read about it, because it's so much what is going through you. So you really have to read something about it. And Koen Deurloo have made a magazine about the Mac, and just read and just go through the photos of different kind of photographers. It will help you. It will help. You have to check all the questions, to ask all the questions, because it's really worth it. You want to have the good experience, and you only can have it when you know what it's going to be.
Anyone going down this route with their first child, do you have anything that you would recommend for them, either for the preparation for it or for the recovery of it?
Do it slow. Everything. Take your time. Do the first week very good and very slow, and have the medicine. It will make a whole different for the next 5 weeks, because you really have to take the 6 weeks recovery and enjoy your baby and take your time.
Well, Geri, thank you so much for joining us here on Damn Parenting and for sharing your story with the infamous Dr. Koen Deurloo, who honestly has pioneered something that obviously has touched so many people like yourself, severe advocates and very much on the forefront, sharing your stories and telling everyone this is an option that can really make an impact on your birth and on your family. So thank you so much for joining us here at Damn Parenting.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, I don't have a lot of words after that. And honestly, I don't think I need them. What Geri has just shared with us is something I think a lot of mothers can carry quietly for a very long time. The wondering, the preparing, the walking into a room, but deciding that this is how their story is going to go. And then when she shared lifting her baby into the world with her own hands, I mean, I think it's indescribable. I can't imagine it. If you are pregnant right now, or if you know someone who is, and if they're thinking about their options, please go back to listen to the last episode with Dr. Koen Deurloo. He explains everything about generic C-sections as well, not just Max, and how the process works, your rights in the Dutch system, and how to start the conversation with your midwife or gynaecologist. The link should be in the show notes. And if today's episode has moved you, if it gave you something, if it made you feel less alone, please share it. Send it to your friend who's expecting. Post it, because stories like Geri's are the ones that give other mothers permission to want what they want. You're allowed to plan your birth. You're allowed to be part of it. You're allowed to lift your baby into the world on your own terms. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Geri, for your extraordinary generosity in sharing this with us as well. And for everyone else, I'll see you next week. You're not alone.